going, guys? Aarava here, and welcome to a bit of a different video today. This one's going to be a vlog because I have been invited to a very cool event at Silverstone. It's going to be a event for Williams, 40 years in racing, and a sort of also PR event for the British Grand Prix, and I've been invited as media to the event, so that's pretty damn exciting, and I'm going to take you along, hopefully see some classic Williams retro cars of the past, and hopefully you guys will enjoy some shots of that. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be my first kind of proper vlog on the channel, like going out to an event, so any kind of tips and constructive criticism you have of the vlog would be appreciated, so pop them in the comments below after watching it. But yeah, I'll try my best, and we'll see what kind of fun we can get up to. So I don't know how good the view is going to be, but I've arrived here at Silverstone, got lost on the way, so that's always good. I drove the wrong way round because they've changed the road configuration round, but I'm here at the media centre, and we'll see what's what. There's a lot of, I'm getting the feeling there's a lot of journalists here, and I'm just rocking up holding a camera and talking to it, so I'm gonna look proper weird and out of place, but whatever, we'll see what goes on. So things have calmed down a little bit, so I guess I'll talk to you now. Most of the footage you would have seen in the vlog so far have been probably like B-roll. You can see behind me just absolutely insane. Just the amount of awesome cars, and today has been pretty damn surreal in terms of, well, I'm just a guy with a camera, and then you got like journalists walking around like making actual like news pieces, and then you've just got one-man crew showing up for a YouTube channel. So yeah, pretty crazy, but yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the footage from today. Pretty surreal experience, kind of just walking so close to like former F1 drivers, legends, current drivers. Obviously I met Massa. Yeah, just rather insane. So now I'm just going to talk over the rest of the other clips that we had from the day, because while I was there, you can see clearly in the background, there's actually so many people, even in this VIP area in the Silverstone wing, let alone the 50,000 fans that were there in the grandstands all around the circuit. So it wasn't the most ideal place to try and talk to the camera. It was quite loud, a lot of background noise, so I think I'll just kind of do this post-com over all these clips, but you can just see and appreciate how close I was getting, and especially for this car, maybe not one of the most interesting cars from the lot, the 2012 Williams car, but for me personally, it was a very big kind of surreal moment, because I remember very, very clearly, only a few years ago, back in 2012, you know, learning about some of the new aero bits and the new ways they were creating downforce in these 2012 cars, you know, the Coanda effect from the exhaust, and the fact that I was getting so close and getting shots of that back end area where the diffuser was, and that exhaust that used the Coanda effect to get the air to the diffuser was just that one moment was very, very, very big in my mind. Just the fact that 5 years ago actually now, 2012, I wouldn't have imagined being here in this place, and I had to laugh to myself as well, because it's like the first day after I finished my university exams, and YouTube's already taken me closer to Formula 1 than my degree ever has in the last 3 years. It was just pretty damn insane. You can see here another awesome shot of the 2012 car getting really close up to the side pods, the kind of turning vanes, and I know obviously not all of you watch my aerodynamic analysis videos from earlier on this season, but if you do, you'll understand it's kind of also kind of weird. It's odd. I talk about these Formula 1 cars and aerodynamically, you know, analyze the modern ones. The fact that I was able to be there and kind of see it in the flesh and so up close, and then these classic cars were
absolutely awesome. And then you look inside the cockpit, and then it's just a different world to what we're used to, I guess, in the modern video games, like the steering wheel, the old-fashioned an actual steering wheel rather than the kind of rectangular one. But just the look of these cars, and you see so many videos online, and so many pictures, and obviously classic cars are now in the new 2017 game. But to see them in the flesh, and like these cars, some of these cars that I didn't even see race with my own two eyes on TV, some of these cars were well before my time of watching Formula One. So to be there and see what I didn't witness and just see the difference to the modern cars was absolutely insane. And apart from the cars, also the personnel there was pretty crazy. You can see Felipe Massa there. I mentioned I met him briefly, but to be just in the presence of so many of these awesome names and well-known people, Nico Rosberg, the world champion of last year, Ross Brawn, Martin Brundle. I walked in straight away. I had to register for the media center, and I just saw casually Paul di Resta and DC kind of chatting away. And I've never been one of those people to really kind of actively go and kind of ask for photos, so I didn't really take any photos apart from one with Felipe Massa, which I quickly caught. But for me personally, it was just enough to be in the presence of them, and just the entire time it felt like I should probably not be here. Like, surely someone's gonna ask me if I'm meant to be here, because I'm just standing here, literally a meter away from these guys. And then here we come to another shot of the FW14. Let's take another listen to that awesome engine. So the last part of this vlog, and also part of the schedule on the day, was also a photo call on the grid of the circuit on the main pit straight. And this was another very, very cool moment to basically see so many legends in one shot there. You can see the two current Williams drivers, former Williams drivers, Nico Rosberg, so Frank Williams, Claire Williams, DC, Damon Hill, all of them, all in one shot. And then these three very different cars from very different eras. And you can just see, I think someone pointed out on Twitter as well just now as I'm editing this video, at this size difference from the modern cars to the old ones. And yeah, you can just see, like, I was stood right there. This is what I was seeing with my own eyes. It was just, I really had to pinch myself so many times. You had about 50,000 fans on the right of me here in the grandstands watching on, and I was just stood there on the track behind all these camera crews working for Sky F1 and all these other global companies. And then you've got me with the camera. It was just amazing. And then there's a little bit of Matt there. Obviously, I met up with What the F1, Matt and Tommy. Tommy, the guy who owns What the F1. Always good to catch up with those guys. And then the final few clips here as they roll back the cars into the garages, up the kind of hill, back onto the pit lane. This was very cool to get very, very close to this kind of, I think it was a hybrid modern car, because it wasn't exactly the 2017 car, because I'm sure they wouldn't show off the actual 2017 car with so many photographers around. But I think it was a hybrid 2016 car made to look like the 2017 cars. But nonetheless, it was very, very cool to kind of see that in the flesh. And then back again with one of the retro cars. And this one was actually quite funny because they had an issue trying to get it up this hill, so they had to get a ramp in to actually lift the front up. But just absolutely insane that I even got this close to it, and I was stood on the very track that I've watched 3 different times at previous British Grand Prix. Insane. And speaking of the British Grand Prix, I've actually been told as well that they're gonna have this same Williams 40 parade on the Saturday and Sunday of the British Grand Prix. So if you are going to that Grand Prix, I'm attending as well for all 3 days actually. So we'll get to see these cars run out on track once again on the Saturday and Sunday. So that'll be pretty cool to see them once again, but from probably a different perspective, from a grandstand instead of so up close and kind of statically in a garage. So that'll be pretty cool. So if you want to go check out the British Grand Prix, there'll be a link in the description to the Silverstone website or Silverstone's Twitter. If you are going, then I'll be going, so you may have a chance to also maybe catch me. I'll be tweeting out when I go there, so close to the time, keep up on my Twitter, and obviously on here I think I'll make a video. So I guess that's the end of the vlog then. There were a few clips there that I had to kind of have as B-roll with just music or me talking over, not because I wanted to, but actually because my microphone halfway through the day sort of started to mess up a little bit, which is a little bit annoying.
but I mean, still visually, it was a very, very cool experience, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it to kind of watch it back. And obviously, if there are any other tips apart from the actual microphone issues that you can give me, then that'll be great in the comments below. But if you have enjoyed it, hit that like button. A huge thank you to Williams Racing for putting on such a great event, and specifically as well Silverstone for inviting me as part of the media. You know, it was a great PR event for Williams Racing. You know, 40 years of racing and the British Grand Prix. For me, it was just literally a mind-blowing experience. I've never experienced F1 cars quite like that, so close up. Like, you know, the modern cars and the old cars, I was literally, I could touch the cars. I was allowed to be that close to them, which was just insane. So I can't thank both of them enough for putting on the day and inviting me along to it. And hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed it via what I was able to capture with my camera, albeit with some mic issues. But anyway, guys, again, if you have enjoyed it, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do subscribe for more. Hopefully, I don't know, who knows, hopefully in the future I can bring you more videos like that as well, kind of real life F1 videos with real F1 cars. But in general, obviously, just general motorsport content, racing content. I've been Aarava. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.